Ladies and gentlemen, this is a complete tutorial on YouTube automation. In this video, we're going to cover what is YouTube automation, how does it work, how much does it actually cost to start? Is YouTube automation even possible? Is it worth it? How long do you need to post videos to see results? What skills do you need to have YouTube automation? How to pick a YouTube automation niche? How to come up with video titles? How to create thumbnails? How long does it actually going to take you to start making money? And then also how to hire a team so you can actually outsource everything and just be a visionary and direct your channel into a certain direction. So with that in mind, let's get started. First things first, what is YouTube automation? YouTube automation is automating and removing yourself from the process of creating and uploading videos. In other words, how people like to say, it becomes a cash cow. So you don't need to be on camera and you don't need to show your face. And ultimately, you want to hire a team of people who are going to work on creating and uploading these videos. So let me show you what I mean. Right here, I found 4 different channels that actually are cash cows or YouTube automation. So one is in the football niche. So you can see that these guys have 2.1 million subscribers and they're getting some crazy views. They're getting 3.9, 14 million views and so forth. And they are just taking clips. They're making great thumbnails, putting it all together, and voila, they have this thing. Another thing is Inforado. So once again, great. We can't see how many subscribers they have, but from the amount of views they're getting, we can definitely see that they're very successful. So they're getting 70,000, 50,000, 350,000, and so forth. And they have great thumbnails. You can see that there's a recurring pattern. There's something unexpected happening, right? Something which is curious. And then there's a big red arrow pointing. You can't really see it, so you want to click on it to find out what is it that this button or this arrow is pointing to, right? So this is another channel, and you can see that these guys are not having their face or anything like that. They're literally putting clips together. They have a voiceover, and that's it, right? 12 most mysterious and unexplained archaeological finds. And you can see that the 12 really works for them. Really, it's like every title has 12, literally. So they found that the 12 works, 12 most works, and so forth. And they just keep doing and doing and doing the same thing, right? And this is we're gonna circle back to this later on. So once you find that something works, you just want to double down and do this exact same thing with YouTube automation. Another one, Beyond Facts, 200K subscribers. You can see the recurring patterns in the thumbnails as well. So it's like contrasting, right? It's like they have blue on the background and then they have something red, which is jumping out to them, right? So you can see this one got 67,000 views. This one got 270,000 views. And another example of a YouTube automation channel. And then lastly, here I got Underworld. It is a verified channel, almost 1 million subscribers. And once again, they have very similar things here. 5 most dangerous planes. So they have a number, and then they have something. This video is like something is happening, right? So these are all examples of YouTube automation channels, right? Faceless channels, which can be created by anyone from anywhere. You just put together a video, have a voiceover, have a script, have a thumbnail, and voila, you have a chance of being on the homepage. So this is what is basically essentially YouTube automation. Second of all, this is a very interesting question, which I actually asked myself the other day. I did some math and I would like to share this with you. So how much does it cost to start YouTube automation? There are 2 answers. The one answer is it's free. The second answer is $5,000 plus. So what do I mean by that? If you are going to be doing everything yourself, so if you're going to be doing the research, if you're going to be writing the script, if you're going to be doing the voiceover, if you're gonna do the video editing and basically from start to finish taking a video, creating it and uploading it, it's free. All you need is just your time and energy, right? However, YouTube automation entails that you have a team of people, each dedicated to a specific role, who are going to be first the guy, researches, does the titles. Okay, then he sends it over to the guy who does the script. Then once the script is done, they send it over to the voiceover. And then from the voiceover, they send it to the video editing guy. He puts it together and then maybe sends it to a manager who then proceeds to upload it to the channel. Okay. So you can take it the free route, and this becomes a full-time job, and you need to like just dedicate yourself fully to this. Once you start making money, and then you can start outsourcing different parts. Okay. And this is like for people who are just hungry, young, who don't have responsibilities, and who can just like sit there 12 hours a day, make these videos, right? Become really good at them, start a channel. Once the channel starts to monetize and make money, you can start to slowly hire. And this is a very sure way to build yourself up from ground zero. The other way of doing this, let's say that you have a little bit of money to invest. Let's say you have 5,000 at least, right? And you just want to see if this is going to fly. Okay, so this is more like an investor type thing. So you take that 5,000 and you start and you kind of break it down. You create a business, right? So okay, I have this much capital I need, let's say like 5,000, to test if this is going to actually take off and produce something. And then you start, okay, I need copywriter, script writer, that's the same thing, voiceover, video editing, right? And a manager, something like this. So then you go, you hire these people, you find these people, you give them each a task. There's a goal, right? So for example, you want to post 10 videos per month, and you need to pay these people per video, per script, right? Per voiceover. So then you say, okay, 10 videos, one video costs me, let's say $100 to produce. Okay, so that means that in 1 month, if I want to produce 10 videos, that's going to cost me $1,000. Okay, cool. And then I say that I believe that in 5 months' time, after 50 videos, for example, I believe that my channel should start monetizing and it should start paying for itself. The videos should start ranking if I do everything properly. So that's your investment, and you're placing a bet, and then you're going to see, okay, is it going to fly or not? The better you understand the algorithm, the better you understand how YouTube works, the higher your chances of actually making sure that this investment is going to pay for itself. Okay. And I'm just going to get in a second about the YouTube algorithm. Number 3, how does YouTube automation work? So that's an interesting question, and I kind of briefly covered it now, but let's go a little bit more in depth into it. So number 1, there's the research part. Research is basically researching your competitors, researching what's trending, and seeing, okay, what can I put together? Like, what is the title and what is the thumbnail? Because those two things are going to basically make or break your video. You can have the best script, you can have the best voiceover, the most interesting video, but if you don't have a good thumbnail and if you don't have a good title, you are doomed to fail. And it works vice versa as well. You can have not so great of a video, and if you have a great thumbnail and a great title, you can actually get good results, right? So I hope that makes sense. Research is very important. And what I mean by research is, if we take a look here, so you can see that these guys, this is the research. So you want to take a look and see, okay, 12. The 12 is in every video. Okay, then the second word is most. Amazing, incredible, mysterious. So there's a pattern. There's literally a formula for how to make these titles. And then if you take a look at the thumbnails, you can see there's a pattern as well. There's a thumbnail, right? And then there's something red, right? Like an arrow or a circle, right? So once again, this is what research is. And this is just one channel. If you take a look at other channels, you will be able to see the recurring patterns over and over. Same thing here. You see yellow, circle, whatever it is, right? So this is the research part. Second of all, script writer. So once you have a list of your videos, right, titles that you want to create, you then send them over to your script writer, and he's going to start putting together the script for your video. So what is actually going to be said in the video, right? So he's going to start doing research. He's going to start putting text together. Then once that script is done, he's going to send that script over to the voiceover guy or the lady, and he is going to put together the voiceover. By the way, I'm going to show you that a voiceover is actually a very profitable and a very expensive gig on Fiverr if you're looking for any type of gig on Fiverr. Voiceovers are very expensive for some reason. I don't know why. So once the voiceover is done, then you send that voiceover with the script to the video editing guy, and he's going to start putting together clips, right? So you have the timeline, you have the voiceover, and then for each part of that script, he's going to put together clips. So it becomes like a visual thing as well, right? And then lastly, you have the thumbnail person, right? The person who's responsible for the thumbnail. And this is also very, very important. Like I said, research and thumbnails are two very important things. And then I didn't put it here, but the last part is you can actually do this yourself, or you can, if you want to like fully automate it, then you have a person like a manager who is then going to make sure that everything is fine with the video. She has the outline for the description. She has she is trained to know how to upload these videos properly, right? So then she takes that video, takes everything, and she uploads it to YouTube on your behalf. And this is what's meant by YouTube automation, okay? Everything should function like a one whole thing, okay? From the person researching the titles all the way to the video being uploaded. And if you do everything right, each video that you upload is going to make you money, and that's going to start paying for itself, right? So let's say that all of these people in a month are to make, 15 videos, a video every 2 days is going to cost you $10,000. So if your channel makes over $10,000, right, then every new video is going to actually make you just pure profit at the end, okay? So I hope that makes sense. Number 4, is YouTube automation even possible? Like I showed you before, the short answer is yes. There are many, many channels that do automation in many different niches. History, top viral videos, like top 10 viral videos, top 12, whatever. Then there's also like how to make money online type channels. So this channel right here is called Everyday Money. It has 220,000 subscribers. And the reason I put it here is because the channels in this niche have a very high CPM. CPM is how much you're going to get, or actually RPM is how much you're going to get paid for 1,000 views. So what I've seen from my channel is the RPM is about $15 to $20 per 1,000 views. So, this channel uploaded like this video 3,000. Okay, that's about, $40 to $60, right? You can count it like this and so forth. There is a lot of opportunity on YouTube with YouTube automation. However, I want to put it out there. I want to make it very clear. It's much harder than it seems, okay? You either need to have a lot of time and energy and dedicate yourself fully to creating these videos, or you want to have at least $5,000, preferably $10,000 to put a team together and really kind of make all the mistakes that you need to make and launch this thing, okay? And then actually be ready to lose that money in case the channel doesn't fly, okay? So you must know that it's harder than you think it is. Number 5, is YouTube automation worth it? The short answer is yes. So I took a look at vidIQ right here, and right now YouTube automation is a very trendy topic. It's very popular. It has a lot of search volume, so over 800,000 searches per month, and the competition is very low, meaning that not many people are making content around the title, around the keyword YouTube automation. So short answer is yes, but only if you take it seriously. Once again, I want to emphasize that things are not as simple as you might think they are, right? It's simple, but it's not easy, okay? So jumping from one thing to the next won't get you far. If you upload a couple of videos and they don't fly and then you give up, well, that's no one's mistake but yours, right? No one's responsibility but yours. So if you're going to be doing YouTube automation, you want to stick to it, right? You want to choose it like your wife or your husband, and you want to stick to it for the rest of your life, right? Not for the rest of your life, but you want to give it at least 6 to 12 months, right? Fully devote yourself to it, and then see after 6 months, judge whether it's a thing for you or not, and if it's working or not. Number 6, how many videos until I see results? And that was something that I asked myself as well. I'm like, okay, so let's say that I don't want to take the route of doing this myself. I want to hire a team, and I say, for example, it's going to cost me $100 to create like a high quality video. So what can I expect, like in how many videos? And I kind of looked around at different channels to see, okay, like a new channel, how many videos they posted until they started getting at least over 1,000 views per video. And what I noticed is that around 50 videos consistently, that's when the videos really start to pick up. They start to rank, okay? So, but once again, it also depends on how well you execute. You can take two, similar channels, same content on one and the other, but then one channel has better titles and better thumbnails, and that's going to make the whole difference, right? One channel is going to fly, the other one is not going to fly. That's it. So, but like kind of a number for that, I would say is about 50 videos. What skills do I need to have to start YouTube automation? Good question. So what is it that you need to be, what is it that you need to know, right? And once again, this is going to be divided into two parts. So if you're going to be taking the free route, the one you're doing it yourself, then obviously you need to be good at script writing. You need to be good at doing the thumbnails, so probably Photoshop. You need to be good at video editing, and you need to have a microphone to record the voiceovers, right? So there's a lot of things that come together if you're taking the free route. However, if you are doing the paid, right, the kind of the investment side of automation, then what skills you need to have for that? And for that, what you need to do is you need to be good at analyzing data. Let's say, for example, that you've posted 20 videos on your channel, right? Your team has posted. And then you see, okay, this video didn't perform well, this video didn't perform well, but then this one video kind of got many more views than the other one. And then you start to think, okay, what is it? What is different about the title? What is different about the thumbnail? Maybe it's the content. Like, what is it that is making all the difference? So you need to be able to detach yourself and look at data, at numbers, and try to figure out, okay, what is it that is standing out here? What is the difference? The second thing is you need to understand the YouTube algorithm. And this is probably the most crucial thing as a skill to have. If you want to succeed with YouTube, and we know that the YouTube algorithm is governing whether your video flies or not, then you want to understand, okay, what are the criteria that YouTube has for making sure that the video flies? And from what we know, from what YouTube tells us, it's three things, or actually two things. It's people, the CTR, so how many people click on the video, and second thing is watch time. There's many more factors like engagement and stuff like that, but those two are going to determine everything. Not everything, but a big part. So it's like YouTube wants people to click on a video, and YouTube wants people to watch a video as well, right? And that makes sense. The more people stay on YouTube, the longer people stay on YouTube and the more videos they watch, the more money YouTube is going to make from ad revenue, okay? So this kind of ties into this idea that your script writer should be really good, right? The better your script writing, the longer they can retain people in the video. And that's going to determine how well your channel performs and how, well your videos perform as well. So that's the second thing, understanding the YouTube algorithm. And thirdly is hiring and managing people. So you want to hire good people, right? And this comes back to the money, how much you need to invest as well. So it's a scale, right? You want to think of it as a scale. If you have more money to invest, then I recommend you hire like higher quality people basically who are, who can write better scripts, who can do better voiceovers, who can put together a nicer video, right? The better the video is, the higher the chance of it performing better. And you need to understand like how to hire people, how to distinguish, okay, this person knows what he's doing, this doesn't. That's a very important skill to have. Number 8, how to pick a niche. Very interesting. The way I found these channels right here was very simple. So I actually went in Chrome to an incognito window, I don't know what it is. And I started looking at the videos that were popping up. So let's actually take a look at this ourselves. I'm not signed in, I'm incognito, but you can basically take a look at the home feed here and you can start seeing if there's anything that is going to jump out to you. So here we go, I found something. I was scrolling down and you can see these two football videos are stunning out. So this channel, TKHD, top 10 incredible goals of the season. 11 months ago, 40 million views. And then Ash Studio 7, comedy moments, 1.6 million 4 days ago. So if we take a look at this and see what this channel is about, so it's very similar to what we saw here, score 90. And I could even assume that it's probably the same person. Look at the thumbnail, right, with the red card, and look at this one. Very similar, huh? This is how you can find these channels. How to choose a niche is that you can go in incognito on YouTube and start seeing, okay, what is popping up. So football is one thing. These kind of 5 most plane crashes, incredible worlds, and so forth. So like top videos, science, history, whatever it is. So what's important to remember here is the competition for that particular keyword. This is very important. So I'm inside of vidIQ, and this is going to give you a score for how much opportunity there is for this particular keyword. So let's say, for example, you want to do football. Now we can see that football is probably not the niche to go into. Why? Because yes, there is good search volume, but the competition is very high. So what this means is that it's going to be very hard for you to rank for this particular keyword. And here, for example, I just found a keyword which looks a bit more promising. So NBA top 10. It has high search volume and it has medium competition. So you're in the green and there is a fair chance of you actually ranking for this. And then the second thing is the YouTube search bar. So let's say, for example, that you want to go for this keyword NBA top 10. Now, you can go onto the search, you can type that in, and YouTube is going to give you what it wants to see. So what people are searching for: plays of the night, highlights, assists, hustle plays, blocks, and so forth. And then you can also start adding letters and seeing, okay, what is it that people are here? So D, dunkers, J, January, today, teams, tonight, and so forth. And then lastly, like I said, it's vidIQ. So I highly recommend you sign up to vidIQ. This is a great tool. It's going to, really give you, open your eyes to what is possible with the YouTube and what is not possible. What you should go for and what you shouldn't go. So you probably shouldn't go for football, but NBA top 10, that has a much better chance. How do you come up with video titles? That's an interesting question. First is you want to look at your competitors. How are they doing their titles? What is popping off, right? So like I said, competitors, if they're doing already something right, if they have a lot of subscribers, they have a lot of views, just look at what they're doing. They are doing it right. You might not think that that's a great thumbnail. You might not think that's a great title, but if it's working for them, do not reinvent the wheel. Just take a look at what they're doing and implement it in your own channel. All right. And then, like I said, the YouTube search bar where you have when you put your search and then you put the different letters and then you're seeing what's popping off. This is a great way for you to come up with video titles. And then we saw this one channel. Do you remember this one? Take a look at their title. They found what's working and they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. Every single video. Every 3 days, 2 days, 5 days, 9 days, 12 days. Every 3 days, they're posting a video like that. And the video is about the same length. It's 15 minutes video. You can see every video is exactly the same. And this is what YouTube automation is. You try many different things. And then once you find that one thing, you optimize it, how long the video is, the title, the thumbnail, and you just keep doing it and doing it every 3 days consistently. And you are going to bring in 1.8 million views and so forth and so forth. 10, how to create thumbnails. So to actually get ideas for thumbnails, like we said in the beginning, you can take a look at your competitors, see who is doing well, and then just replicate that. But to actually create them, you can do it for free on canva.com. If you have Photoshop, you can do it in Photoshop. Or if you don't want to do any of that and just want to hire a person who is going to be doing that for you, you can hire a freelancer on Fiverr. Tell them, hey, listen, this is the channel that we're replicating. These are the thumbnails. Please do them like this, okay? If you like them, perfect. If you don't like them, you can change the freelancer. Very simple. How long does it take to start making money? Very interesting question. And this is what I ask myself, okay? So you, for example, let's say you have 5,000 to invest. You're going to put it into hiring a team. You're going to start creating videos. How long is it actually going to take you to monetize the channel and to start making money with it? And from what kind of my thinking was, about 3+ months, okay? But once again, it depends on the quality and the quantity of your uploads. If you're going to be uploading 3 videos per day, then you're going to get there much faster. But if you're going to be uploading videos once per month, then it's going to take you much longer, okay? That's first thing. The second thing, if you're going to be uploading poor quality videos, That's one thing as well. If you're going to be uploading high quality videos like these ones we saw there, your chances of popping are much higher. But I would say that about 3 months of consistent uploads every 2 to 3 days should get you to that 1,000 subscriber mark and 4,000 watch hours where you can apply for monetization and start monetizing your videos. All right. So I hope that kind of answers the question. But I would say anywhere from 3 to 6 months, it's a very realistic time frame for you to start monetizing. Once you know what you're doing, and once you have money to invest, you can get this done in a couple of weeks probably. That's the thing. It really depends on how much you're willing to spend and how good you are at this YouTube automation thing. 12, how to hire a team to manage the operations. Like we've talked earlier about, you want to go onto Fiverr, right? So YouTube automation is videos uploaded without you doing any of the operational work, right? So like we talked about, there's a structure to your operations, right? There's the research, scriptwriter, voiceover, video editor, and then manager. So there's literally 5 people you need to hire for them, and then you need to train them to communicate between each other so they can get the work done, get the videos, and upload them. You can start with Fiverr, right? So Fiverr is kind of like the cheaper option for freelancers, right? And like anything in life, when you pay cheaper, you're gonna get less quality. But once, for example, let's say that you have a channel that is making money or a couple of channels and you want to really up your quality, really up your game and like really produce quality things, you can go onto Upwork. It's going to cost more, but you can find much higher quality freelancers there. So like I said here, start with something which is affordable and then move to higher quality. Higher quality translates into better results. That's from my experience. Let me know if that is different for you.